I ain't doing no damn Ouija board. I'm gonna tell you that right now.
Okay.
I've heard it's dark.
I don't want to open that can of worms.
I've never played it.
Footage from Mexico shows humans are far from the only things that can potentially become possessed by summoned spirits. In this video, 3 friends are just hanging out together in a cramped room, trying to use a Ouija board to summon whatever spirits they can find. Suddenly, it looks like they attract some supernatural attention. You can't hear any sound, but you can tell things are starting to get interesting by the way they all lean forward and wait for the next answer. The room appears to grow very hot for a moment, and the man in the center rubs some sweat from his brow. As he does this, a white stuffed bear above him springs to life. It appears to look down at the 3 of them, and it especially seems to regard the person on the left the most. The man on the left eventually looks up and the 2 lock eyes. He immediately starts to point out the possessed bear to his friends, but when his friends look up to see what he's talking about, the bear stops moving. It looks like they get in a small argument for a moment as the man tries to convince his friends that he isn't making up a story and that he really did see the bear move. One of them picks up the bear and examines it. It doesn't do anything, so they all sit down with the Ouija board and start over again. When they start to ask another question with the Ouija board, the stuffed toy begins to look around some more. This time it makes no attempt to hide itself as they all turn around and watch in horror. They all jump up from their seats and run out of the room.
I played when I was a kid, but I'm not.
Well, you guys played. Don't let us stop
No,
you.
you guys are getting me all freaked out. I'm gonna bring a spirit into my house.
With these ladies, we don't need a Ouija board. We do not need any more spirits. We've got enough.
Are you doing it? The video?
Are you leaving?
I'll just watch.
Here, you sit here.
Where are you going to sit?
Ask a question and then we'll figure it out. Why don't we ask about something in the group?
This always leads to disaster.
Well,
That's what are we going to do?
are we going to be able to work out our issues in our group and have a good time on this trip?
Oh my God, Kyle. She's such a stir.
Rena, stop!
Will Garcelle find a soulmate this year?
What's it say?
He's heading toward the S.
Rena is cracking
I
up.
don't care, I don't care. What is that?
W?
W.
W. Come on now.
Is there a W?
We share a W.
Well, it was so easy.
Put your fingers on the Ouija.
All right, we're ready.
Why did Garcelle unfollow Eric on Instagram?
Really? Again? Kyle, hello. Can we talk about anything other than who follows me and unfollows me on the Instagram?
Why'd you unfollow Eric on Instagram?
Because it was a joke. Is that important? I was just teasing.
I'm 51. I'm not 14, 13, 12. Like, who gives a sh**?
Because she called me a liar. Calling me a liar was a stretch. I was really hurt being called a liar. I was emotional about it, and I did something about it. And that was to unfollow her. That's it.
Can I just say one thing? Look, to call somebody a liar, I hate that word.
deal.
I have 3 things. A liar, a thief, and a pedophile. To me,
What? Well, I've been called 2 out of the 3. I don't know about the
I
other
mean,
one.
call me whatever. I'm just
Right,
saying
and
those
so
are
what's the-
really
right.
3 things.
Like liar and thief, I totally get it. Pedophile? I mean, it's pretty extreme. I don't like to be called a pedophile. I don't like anyone's
Last year, remember when you made a point to unfollow Rena and me, and you knew
Because
when
I was hurt after the reunion.
You had your reason. I get that. Okay, you were hurt. But then Sutton says today, it was a joke. That's
a joke.
But with who?
Between us.
Them. They laughed.
And
Okay,
Eric
fine.
was
So
like,
you guys sat together and said, ha ha ha, I think
funny.
it's funny, I'm gonna unfollow
had no
Erica.
idea
That's
we
just,
go
I don't get
everywhere.
that.
I don't really understand what is going on with Kyle right now. We all have frivolous fights, but I do think that there's a little bit of stirring going on right now.
But by the way, guys, guess what? Nobody cares. Don't
apparently they
take
do.
yourself to be so
Apparently they
important.
No, but the
You're
point
not
is,
that
there's
important.
a reason you do it.
Nobody's that important.
It's not that it's important. It's the intention behind it is what I'm trying to say. I'm sorry to raise my voice, but I get now that she says she was upset you called her a liar. She doesn't want to look at your post. I get that for the week. She explained it now, done. I'm sorry, son. I just didn't get you saying it was funny. It was a
She
joke.
told me a see you next Tuesday.
I have my opinion.
And I have mine.
But
you're not going to
talk
do
about
this.
it like an adult.
And it felt like you were being a bitchy being.
No one
Don't
ever
say it's a
cared
joke.
about that.
That's my point. That's my point. Do you not get what I'm saying?
Y'all never even cared about that. None of y'all cared that
No,
she
we're
said
not playing
she
the
had-
victim right now.
No,
I'm
not
talking
playing the
about.
victim.
I'm just
not
talking
playing
about
the victim.
being more honest in the group. Okay, that's where I start to lose respect. I'm just saying. I start to lose respect there because it's a lie and it's bullshit. And
To be
then you
honest-
lose me. Then I'm out and then I'm bored and I
Listen,
can't.
here's the thing. You got to
No,
just
what
talk
are you
to each
even
other.
for?
Being honest. No, everyone's being honest this week. I'm not going to deal with the lies and bullshit.
We're talking about Instagram right now.
Erica called me a terrible name, and not one of those girls said anything. And now I unfollow her from Instagram, and they have a problem with that?
It's not about Instagram. It's what's underneath it.
I haven't heard y'all say one thing to her about calling me a. But why do we need to?
You are one.
What's she saying? But we all what? Wait, don't you go nowhere. Don't you go nowhere. What did you say? Hold on. Did you just say that?
She did.
Diana, that's not okay. What's she saying? But we all what? Wait, don't you go nowhere. Hold on. Did you just say that?
She did.
Diana, that's not okay. I hate that word. I hate that word. I don't think there's ever a reason to use that word, especially coming from another woman. I think it's horrible.
I think Sutton is going to apologize a million times, and it all won't really matter. I mean, it's asinine to go in circles like that.
We've had a rough and rocky start, and I'm to blame for, I'm gonna say, 95% of it. Thank you. And I'm here. I'm happy to talk about it with you privately, whatever. Thank you. Okay?
Okay. There is a point where you can only defend yourself so much.
Hey,
Yeah, that's why I'm not in your state.
Different.
Sometimes it's hard to speak your mind in this group. People get upset, they're emotional. This was not intentional. But Diana, she's saying what she thinks and feels. Someone can say she's being mean, but I can respect her being honest.
You and your crocodile tears. That's a lot. I don't care who you are. Nobody wants to hear that.
And I do it quite a lot, 'cause there's nothing better to do than to start some shit.